I'm Julia.
Thank you guys so much. We love all the comments that you guys posted on our TikTok video. We actually want to read some out loud.
Comments.
Someone here said, "Oh my gosh, I wish we could hear more from Auntie. We need this. We need to heal." And that's
Ooh,
why
this is awesome. Wow, that's really cool.
I love that. Someone here says, "I wish my mom had the emotional intelligence to put her pride aside to have conversations like this with me and my sister."
Oh,
Say, maybe send her the video.
I am so sorry to hear that, but I need you to send mom the video. Sometimes we want to do something, but when we don't put our mind into it, we cannot do it. And our parents, our African parents, they have a lot to deal with. If you need me to talk to you, you're going through anything. Your auntie's here. We are here for that. We are the healing table. We have to heal each other, and that's what we're here for.
Yeah. And someone go post this on Facebook, please. You guys don't forget to go and follow us on all of our platforms, TikTok,
And
Facebook,
and
Instagram. And somebody said living in a Western country with traditional African
it's draining, baby. But that's the reason why we create the healing table. Because sometimes we, including me, we don't know what we're doing and how we can approach our children. It's very tough even for me in the beginning, but I have to come and adapt the Western culture. Thank you for that comment.
one more before we go ahead and go into the topic for today. This person named Malik said, make more. The community needs more podcasts breaking down trauma, gang activity, mental health, parenting, practices, culture, etc. We need something to share other experiences of South Sudanese people since we are the new generation of people in America. We came here in the 90s finding our way in a country full of generations of dysfunction. And yeah, I'm glad that you found this because this is exactly what we're here to do. We're here to talk about these things and hopefully bring closure and break these bridges within our community.
Thank you, Malik. I really appreciate your comments. And yes, we're here to do that. I need you guys to share our episodes. If you're on Facebook or Instagram or whatever platform you're in, please repost it so we can get to more people because we have to grow together and we have to fix our problem together. I know that when you're listening to the videos or our episodes, it will change something in your life. I know that because it changed my life every day when I come here and talking, and it's changing me in different way, in the good way. So I need all of you guys to experience. Send it to your parents, send it to your dad, your mom. You can sit down in your family and watch the videos together. Make it as a family gathering or stuff, and then ask your children, what did you learn from the video?
And children ask your parents,
Yeah,
what did you
what do
learn
you
from
think we
the
can
video?
change together to make our life better, to make our friendship better, to make this family to be better family? We have to ask ourselves that question, guys. Don't just watch the video and be quiet about it. But we appreciate everybody comments. So now we're gonna go for the new episode, y'all.
So today we're going to be talking about friendships, okay? And we're going to be talking about the friendships that lift you up and friendships that don't really necessarily lift you up at all. And how we can navigate those types of friends and how we can change our environments to better ourselves. Because I hate that people say it, but you are who you hang out with. But it's really true. With friendship, I would say, let me start here. Friendship is the thing I think everybody wants to have a friend. Obviously, growing up, nobody wants to be alone, be bullied. Everyone needs at least one person that they can relate to,
They can
talk to directly, and feel understood. That's really where developing and wanting a relationship with that person comes from. There are some instances where you come across some people and they can be great people, but they necessarily don't really add value to your life. I have personally been through situations like that. Growing up, I didn't have much of a problem making friends. Middle school was hard because I was bullied, but it's okay because obviously it made me into the woman that I am now. My friends that I made in school, especially whenever I switched schools to Meridian, were really good friends. I really love them still to this day. I really believe that those friends were really good friends that I had in my life, and I appreciate them to this day for being in my life because they was like the foundation of what I was looking for in friends and new friendships in college. And in college, it is different. It's really different just because you are by yourself. You have a lot more freedom. You don't necessarily have your parents telling you, oh, you can't hang out with your friends today. So it's like you get to hang out more and develop those friendships a little bit stronger. And those friendships are good source of support when you're far away from your family. It's good for mental health at times. But sometimes you might surround yourself around people you don't necessarily know are impacting you automatically until you find yourself in a position where you never saw yourself to be in. Whenever I was in college, I was pretty social. I wanted to get to know a lot of people. I went to a lot more social events. I wanted to just get to know people. It's okay, but you are opening yourself to a lot of different energies as well while doing that. But yes, I would say I did really want to have friends. Nobody wants to be alone, especially in college, but that is like the most alone you could be. Like the youngest age that you can have freedom and you're by yourself. And I made my friends and it was great and I had a great relationship with them and I was happy, hung out with them a lot. I still truly felt alone and broken inside. There was only one person I always went to in my life whenever I wanted to talk about how I felt, and that was my cousin Gloria. She is that person still to this day. We did have a falling out, which was really bad in 2020, mainly my fault, to be honest. But in that moment, I truly started to realize what position the person was in my life. It teaches you to be acquainted with people, but don't truly take them in as a person you can trust or be friends with 24/7, or try to separate your friends. This is a friend that you can do this with, or this with, and this with. But sometimes I would say that's draining. Kind of want to have a person you can do everything, like talk about everything, and be vulnerable. Whenever me and Gloria fell out, and during that time I wasn't friends with the whole friend group, I felt alone. I started to really think about the relationships that I had with the other girls, not just Gloria. I realized that even though I was having a good time, seemed so happy, it still felt drained. It was because like I was far away from Jesus. There was nobody around me that uplifted me or tried to push me closer to him. I didn't realize how much I valued my relationship with Jesus until I was by myself. During that time, you get to think and reevaluate everything. Sometimes you don't know that you're damaging yourself because the friends that I did have, of course, we had fun, but rooted in worldly things. It was like us going out, have a drink, dance, whatever. It's fun, but it's not fulfilling. And I wanted to do more fulfilling things in the friendship, and it just seems like it was hard to, I don't know. And I would say that if you allow people to influence you, which I feel like I was very much a person who could be influenced as a kid, I was very much a people pleaser. I think it really came from me wanting to please my mom so much because of so much that she's gone through and everything that she's telling me growing up and stuff. Wow, she's been through so much. I want to give her more. But at the same time, I don't want to disappoint her. That came with pressure because I didn't want to be a disappointment. So every single time I disappointed, it truly destroyed me. But I would say that I became a people pleaser so that I wanted people to like me. I wanted to hang out and feel welcome, whatever the case may be. And it brought me through a lot of things I had to overcome later. My mom is really tell, honestly, friends that I bring home. Like, honestly, haven't really brought home a lot of my college friends, but there was only like two other people that I brought home. That was my college friends ever.
Yeah. The friendship was cool. Like I tell my kid, if that friend is good with you, even if you go to college, if you go to the end of the world, don't quit talking to that friend. You might not find somebody like her or like him because somebody who tell you the truth, somebody that is there for you, whatever you need him, somebody is advising you when you are in downfall. That's really a true friend. But there is a friend that they want to laugh at you. They are liking to see you destroy yourself, liking you to do stuff that is not going to move you forward. Those friends, if you don't cut them out from your life, you are not going to have a good life. By the way, some of them destroy you, but they're doing good for themselves. They don't need to see you in the better position or better life. They want to be only there by themselves. This is the true story. There is this friend. I did not tell Grace about it. I was helping her with when her daughter was like what? When they're going to first grade with Gracie. I take this baby to school. I pick them up together. They do the homework when they're here. Even she learned how to speak Arabic. She learned how to speak Arabic. When she go there, they were like, the parents like, oh my God, what do you teaching my shit? I tell them, I said, that mean that I will whoop you behind. So I had to explain to them. So when my mom passed away, I said, you know what? My mom passed away. Mind you, when her mom passed away, because we've been together as friends for a long time since our children are kids, we went all the way to her mama burial in Arkansas, and we went to the funeral. So when my mom passed away, I tell her that, can you watch my girls in case they need something, in case the period come and the mama always take care of it, stuff like that. Do you know what the answer she told me? It hurt me today until she said, which one I have to attend to? Mind you, somebody that you take care of her child until what, 16 or 15 or whatever? Which one you have to attend to? I hang up my phone until today. I did not call her and tell her anything. And she tried to call me one time, but friends like that, they don't entertain me because you did so much. When you need them one time, they were not going to be able there to do anything for you. Those kind of friends, you have to cut them out immediately because they want to drain you. They just want you to do something for them. But when the turn come, they can't do anything. That's true story. There is another one that I had to take the child sometime when she get out of work, and I had to pick up the boy from school. So one time I have a client in my chair, and she come from far away as California. So I tell her, I say, can you pick up my daughter because I'm gonna be finished a little bit late. What did she tell me? Oh, I have something to do. She give me all the excuse that she wanna give it to me. What I did, I hang up and I never bother to call them back. I cut her out from my life because people like that, that they need you to do for them something, but they cannot do it for you when you need them. You don't need them in your life. God knows that you don't need them, and you don't have to beg anybody for anything. Basically, Gracie went through a lot with her friend. I know her friend from high school. I know her friend from elementary school. I know that she got bullied. One time I had to go fight her at school. You have to depend your kids. When something happened to them, you have to show up that you care. The teacher said, who is sitting in the row? Gracie and Esperanza or somebody stand up. She told my daughter, sit down, you're dark. Ah, that's your teacher telling you this. When I heard that my daughter was crying all day long, I went there in African way, guys. I tied my, I was ready to fight. You know, my husband like, no, I have to tell them that if she a teacher, she cannot go through and destroy somebody's child. And I'm still here. I will not let anybody destroy my child. It will not gonna happen. I will not let that happen. If anything happen with my daughter or my son at school, I show up. I show up for every little thing. I don't care who you think you are or whatever it is. So it's stuff like that destroy even the relationship with the friend because you feel like, okay, if the teacher can bully me, if my friend can bully me, then I am not beautiful enough. I am not good enough. That's the way you will feel inside your heart. One time I had to tell Gracia, I said, tell them that you are smart. You are better than them, even though you come from different country. You are smarter than them, and you are so beautiful. What grade of it? I'm not sure. She's still in the elementary school because bully. That's the one that drain the kid. And if you let that happen and you did not say anything to your child, you're failing that child really badly, and that will hurt forever. Anything that happened to me when I was 2 to 3 years old until this day, I didn't forget it. So there is a bad memory that if you created for a child, they're never gonna forget it. They can forgive, but they're never gonna forget it. It's going to be there. And they're gonna be revisited all the time when they're going through a lot. All that stuff that happened earlier, it will come to their life. And sometimes they will destroy them. Sometimes they can change them. Sometimes they can become better people. So relationship is a burden. There is a people that come to your life because they want to get something from you. There is a people come to your life because they don't have anybody to talk to. There is a people come to your life because they are jealous of you and they want to destroy you without you knowing. And there is a people in your life that extra. There is a lot of version of friendship, but you have to identify which one is what. And if you have to make sure you cut them out one by one. But the friend that they tell you the wait is there, whatever time you call them, I don't know what time, they will answer the phone and they will tell you the truth. That's really the friend that you have to keep them. It doesn't matter what. So when everything that she go through with her cousin are really a mirror of that. And I have to talk to them in separate way. And now she know that's her fault in the first place. But I am so happy that they reconcile because that thing is almost destroyed both of them. And then I have to be in the middle of it. Talking to both of them in different ways, that help. It cannot be quick, but it helped because I talked to my niece and I talked to her in different way so that they take a little bit a long time before they come
Yeah, that
together.
we weren't friends for
Yeah,
probably 6
yeah,
years.
and that it give them the closure that who do what and why they did it and how they talk it out for themselves so that they can be a better people
A
as
better
and now they are friend and they are family too. And she is kind of friend that have a good heart. And both of them they have a good heart. But Gracie, she is getting way better than before because Gracie used to believe like every friend is her friend and not other thing. It doesn't matter how many times I tell her, she's like, no, mom, no, no. She's my friend. You just did that. Da, 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 da. Okay. I'm just telling you my way, and you can take it the way you want it. It's always good to tell your child if something is wrong, you know that is wrong. Tell her and be still and see how always talking to your child is the key to everything because she might pick up stuff that she didn't tell you direct, but you can pick it up the way she talked. For example, 2 days ago, I am at work and my husband picking up my little one. And I said, hi, how you doing? And I was like, what is happening to your voice? She was like, my teacher is so annoying. There is a big problem. I tell my husband, did you know that your daughter is not happy? She was like, I don't know how bad it is, a little thing. Like you just carry somebody from there and put it in the car and drive it. And that person, his face is like, he's going to bust soon. And he doesn't say anything. That will reflect a bad relationship between daughter and she might not say anything. There is some stuff that when I was growing up, it did not mean anything, but it mean a lot. Like every is everything that when you're growing up, well, like you are like a phone recording everything. If you don't erase it, it's not gonna go anywhere. So whatever you go through, everything is gonna come back. You're never gonna forget it. When you remember all that stuff, you were like, oh my God. Because you're a child. Then you don't understand some stuff. But when you grow up, more you understand more, then more what the stuff mean.
I would
Yeah.
say that like middle school to high school, as an individual, you do become selfish in a way. It's not necessarily that you want to be selfish, but subconsciously you are. You're thinking about
About
yourself
yourself.
and you want things to be done in the way that you want.
Yeah.
It's
But
just not how life works.
we know this hormone when changing. We want to kill somebody. You have to remind yourself, like, hey, you gotta calm down. Let this play around and see how you're gonna talk it out. It's tough, especially when the child just thinking about herself, everything me, and you have to tell them everything is just not about you, about your feeling. You don't want to talk to anybody but the people around you. They gotta feel the same pain that you are doing. They will know you're absent, and your absent is not good because in that absent, a lot of stuff can happen. Yeah. It can be good, it can be bad, it can be worse. I don't care how absent your kid is, you have to be involved. Sometimes they will not allow you to be, but just do whatever the mama do. Just be noisy. They call us noisy. When we do stuff like they don't want us to do, they call us noisy. You are interfering. Yeah, I am noisy. You can call me noisy. But at least I will inject whatever I have, inject it to you, and then you can take it from there. If you take it, if you don't take it right now, trust me, one day you grow up, the stuff is gonna play back, and you will realize that whatever you heard from your mom or your dad is a good thing. It's nothing but good. Like I said, the kids, it's just a tree that we're raising, and we have to treat them good. We have to train them so they can grow in the good way. They can be productive. They can have a good fruit tomorrow. That they can teach how to trim their own tree when their time comes. So
I would say like you really do have to realize that these friendships you are building, like these are your future kids, aunties, uncles, and the people you're gonna involve in your life in your village. So you have to really choose those people wisely. If you have a friend that truly just do well for themselves, do you want them to be around your kids? Are they going to uplift your kids? Do you think so? Truly, you have to look at what you're doing with that specific friend. Sometimes people get together just to gossip. Oh, let's go out to eat and gossip all day, which is not helpful. It's not helping anybody by gossiping.
if you have somebody who does that, cut them out from your life. Because if you have something to tell me in my face,
Yeah, because how are you going to build a relationship truly between each other if you keep that feeling or whatever it is to yourself?
but there is a people who grow up in the household like that and they don't know anything, gossiping and talk about other people, and that's the only thing they know. So sometimes everything that you do in life is depend how you grow up. So I have this true story. One day we are at a party and the other person is taking so much stuff that I was like, we are not supposed to take those kind of stuff because we're supposed to give it to the people that don't have a family, they are single and stuff like that. And that person got mad and everything. We did not talk for a long time because she was like, why do I have to say that? But I didn't say anything wrong. So what I said, you know what? It's stuff like that. It depends how you are raised. And she got offended by that. But really, it's depend how you're raised. Some people are they raised just to do stuff like that. And some people like they depend anything even is wrong, they want to depend it. And people like that, you have to cut them out from your life because they will destroy you. They will not make you look forward. They will not allow you to be yourself because they are like destruction, basically. Friend like that, we cannot talk about friend like that because they will destroy you and you are not gonna grow and you are not gonna do anything good for yourself. And when they see anything wrong for yourself, if you have a gossiping, before you tell everybody, she will go and twist and add some sauce in it.
Seriously,
I'm
that's
telling you, so they can feel good. Yeah,
people seem like
they were like,
truly pay attention to people. Most people do think that they truly don't know what they're doing.
yeah,
Somebody corrected them the first time, and their friends are the first person to correct them.
yeah,
And I feel like sometimes people should not take offense whenever people want to
them,
correct you
yeah,
or allow you to develop your character.
yeah,
That's what friends are supposed to do, develop your character to become a better person.
yeah.
And I do want to do a quick game. You're going to say green flag or red flag. If a friend does this, you
Okay.
say red flag. Good. Okay. So one sided effort. Let me say the question.
Yeah. What?
If your friendship has one sided effort and one person is giving more than the other, is that a green flag or red flag?
Green and red.
So if someone's giving more than the other person,
I would say both
why?
because if it's green, it's good, but if it's red, you have to stop from going further red.
You don't necessarily have to cut them off, but you have to create a boundary.
Up,
If someone is constantly comparing themselves to each other,
it will not let you be close to other people. Okay, they compare themselves to the other people. He see himself better than anybody, and then he want to brainwash you, so you don't even have to talk to that people. The one she don't want to talk to, the one she brainwash you that she is better than them. So somebody like that is a red flag. You better keep it far away from your life.
if you feel like your friend is competing with you, you have to feel like you're in a competition.
This is a red flag
Red flag.
because a friend is not supposed to feel like it was in the competition with anything in your life. If you need something and you don't know how to do, you have to approach me. Come to me and say, "Hey, friend, how you did 1, 2, 3? I really want to do whatever you're doing. I really like what you're doing." But don't go and try to compete because you have no idea what effort I put it to get that. You have no idea how do I start what I'm doing. So it's good always not to compete, because when you compete, you fail. And then when you fail, you might not get up very quick. And then you're going to blame other people around you. Somebody like that, cut it out from your life.
How about a friend that takes you out for lunch when you accomplish at work?
Oh, that's great. That means somebody means something good for you. And your success is her success or his success. So they really celebrate. If somebody's celebrating you in any kind of way, that's green. So you gotta keep that friend around, because whatever you do good, it will be for him or for her, basically.
What about if your friend calls you 6 times a day? If your friend calls you 6 times a day,
It depends what kind of friend is that. If it's a relationship friend, yeah, you can call me 6 times. But if you just a regular friend and call me 6 times a day, I don't think so I want to talk to you. I don't think so I want to talk to somebody that it's not my husband, it's not my boyfriend, 6 times a day. Like, what are you looking for? What is happening?
yeah,
What is happening? You will know that person is looking for something, but you did not tell them what he want to hear, and they've been calling you back. And sometimes they ask you with the different question, and don't give them opportunity. That's all I can say. That will be a red, basically. Run for your life.
okay. Having a friend that is, you know,
Mail center, like mail.
some
Yeah,
women like
yeah,
just always just think about men and wanting to get a
and do
boyfriend or
something with the
just
man.
go always.
People like that don't have anything good in their life that they think about, because the only thing about negative, what they're gonna go sleep with, who relationship they wanna go destroy, and who they're gonna go out with and drink or buy them drink for free, stuff like that. If you that kind of person, or you are going with people like that, you have to cut them out. Because if you following people like that, you will never gonna do good. Whatever you're doing good, they will pull you back up, because what put in your head, like, hey, why are you worried about going to school or doing something good? We can go and get this man, they can buy us drink. What do? You selling your dignity out. You selling yourself to materialistic stuff, not the real stuff. Because without material and everything, that relationship will be gone. So you don't have to be attached with stuff like that. So basically, red.
Right. And now that we went through a couple of those red flags and green flags, but we do want to talk about more the green flags, I would say, because I didn't really put that much green flags in there, but people who you do want to look out for, and people like friendships that you do actually want to keep alive. And I would say, actually, let's talk about if you were to have a relationship that was strong like me and Gloria's, and it were to go wrong, and how to go about rebuilding a friendship when you feel like it's
Take your time off. Think about what make you guys apart, and see the root cause, and then you can talk it out and try to repair it. The repair is not gonna be quick. It will take time, and you guys have to take that time and repair the relationship, because you might have only one of that kind of friend that you can depend on. You can call that friend anytime. You can tell that friend everything, and they always can answer your question. You have to come back and repair the friendship, because sometimes God put one person like that in your life, and you will never find somebody like that.
it's really important to reevaluate friendship
And
and boundaries.
accept when you're wrong, and if the other person is wrong, I know that she or he will accept it. But when you don't accept you're wrong, this is really, there is no way you can be in relationship with each other. You don't have to be in friendship, because if I do something wrong and I will pretend like I did not do anything, or I know that I did something wrong and I will pretend like I didn't see you, or you're not hurting.
That's similar to how sometimes African parents they'll do something like to get the kid, maybe not necessarily to get the kid mad, but it'll rile up the kid, and then they don't say sorry, but they probably just took them a meal and that's them saying sorry without acknowledging what they did.
And yeah, if we come to African parents, when they come from work, they're already angry. A lot of the parents, they will upset the kid because that kid did something a little bit, but they don't think correctly. And the punishment is going to be beating or screaming at the child. And then after that, instead of say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. They're gonna cook for you a meal or let's go take you a shower. That's not a sorry thing. We have to take that out from our list because that's not sorry. You gotta tell me you're sorry and you give me a hug and we talk about something else. Make me laughing so I will know that you're really sorry. But if you just give me a food to eat and go take me a shower or hey, it's time for you to go to bed without saying sorry, without giving me a hug,
Yeah.
like, are you really sorry? No. No, that is not acceptable. But our Sudanese parents, they do that a lot. We are lacking a lot of knowledge of how to raise kid in diaspora because in Africa, every neighborhood can discipline your child. Like, for example, Jim, if you guys do something and I'm not at home, Jim can beat you up without me telling them to beat you up. And it doesn't, that,
Or what?
yeah, he's a good guy. If I have all the neighbor like him, I will not gonna regret to be living in this place. But he's really a good guy. So if you in Africa, you don't have to do anything to wait for your family to come from wherever they come from. Then they're gonna get punished. No, you're gonna get punished now. And then they will come and tell your mom. And guess what? People will testify. But anybody who raised in Africa, they will tell your parents gonna beat you up. If your dad is not here and your mom the one just beat you up, guess what? Your dad is gonna come and beat you up. And if your grandma is somewhere and she's gonna come and give you a pinch in here, ooh, my uncle used to grab us and way up and down until yes, until your stomach here, two sides. Man, anybody who grow in Africa, they know what does that mean. So over there, anybody can punish the child. But here in America, you're not my parents. You can tell me what to do. That's the smart mouth that they say. But you know what? You gotta tell them I'm your auntie, just in your mom place, and I have every right to talk to you. That is not a good way. If that child hear that auntie is talking about them, your relationship never gonna be the same, like the way it was. She will look at you like you're not her auntie anymore. You just mess up your relationship, basically. Some uncle they have a big mouth too. If your child does not like somebody, please ask why you don't like that auntie, why you don't like that uncle. One day I was like, I'm gonna tell this uncle and to go and help to take you on one of the child. They were like, no, auntie, don't do that. I'm like, why? And she told me like, I'm not gonna tell you why, but that person is not a good person, even though he's a pastor in the church. I was so surprised. You have to listen to them. When they say something, something almost gonna happen to them or something happened to them, and she did not want or he did not want that thing to happen to other person. So when they give you alarm, you listen, yo. Listen.
Yeah, just because that's your friend at church.
If you're a friend at church or your friend at work, you better listen. Listen to your child.
I think these go for parents too because sometimes they allow their friends.
And you don't know what that friend about. That's the problem I have with my kid. I was like, you going to sleep over in somebody's house? They have. It is boys in there. What is happening? You have to know. You let surrounding your kids close the uncle and they thinking there's the uncle. And they will be talking and rubbing. And whoever that they thinking the uncle, they in the no good. They can harm your child in different way. They can touch the child when you're not looking. And when the child is angry, they were like, oh no, you're not supposed to be angry. He's your uncle. No, he's not my uncle. Because if he is my uncle, he's not going to do whatever he did. And you listen to your child. And when they tell you, some people, they don't want to accept it. They were like, oh no, he can't do this. He cannot be doing this. You just want to mess somebody's reputation. No, there is a no child can lie. Any child, they tell you something, they're telling you the truth. Her father molested her since she was like 13 or 14. But when he tell her, mom don't believe in everything that she said and everything. So she have to get out from the house at 18 because she had to run away when she got tired of abuse of her daddy's sexual assaulted her all the time. So she ran away from the house. She was in the street here and there and here and there. But she became and realized that she want to do good for her life. She went back to become a nurse. Then she's still furthering her education. And she basically calling her dad out now. She's talking a lot about the trauma his daddy put him through. And she almost gonna transfer that trauma to her husband that he she's married to now. But she always revisit that place and come back. And that thing hurt. I shadowed with her for a little bit. She was mad because he said his dad is still doing it for other kids and the kid that they know her as the auntie, and they want uh, her to talk to her dad. And what she didn't talk to her dad for, I don't know. She said she's 30 something years old, So almost 20 years or something, she doesn't talk to her dad because of the accident that happened. And he's still doing the same thing. Why? Because his wife, her mother, did not stand up to him. If, if you're a husband like that, or if you have a brother like that, or you have an uncle like that, you have to fight for your child. You guys know that child is a sex offender, or let me say child molester or something like that. But yet you guys are not gonna talk to the community like, hey, yeah guys, there is somebody like that here. We have to take care of our children, the little ones, so it doesn't have to be in trouble because that person is not aware what he's doing sometimes. He's mentally ill and he will do whatever he has to do just to please whatever in his mind. Those kind of stuff is wrong. As parents, you gotta say, hey, I need you guys to take care of your children because my son is here. You don't have to say it out loud, but you can, boy,
Shut that down.
shit. It's not okay because you guys thinking like everything we have to cover it down. We cannot talk because embarrassment.
For sure.
Yes. You're ashamed. Yes. Nobody talking to you, boy. Joy did not give him food. What is gonna happen to the child that something happened to her or him like that? Just because you wanna save your reputation, you wanna save your embarrassment, you wanna save your family name, and then you're gonna let somebody child get hurt, and it's gonna be hurting for the rest of their life. You failed that child. You really do fail that child. Because if me in your place, I am going straight to the police. I do not care. Because this point, I had to depend. I don't care what, even if you're my sister. If your son did that to my daughter or my son, trust me, I'm not going to hesitate. I'm going to call the police authority to take measure to this. Because if you let that happen now and let it go free, he will do it over and over. And never going to learn that he's doing something wrong. At least somebody had to tell him and somebody had to make it stop. And if my child the one doing that, sometimes it doesn't have to go around children. Period.
Shouldn't at all.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be.
Because guess what? If the police or anybody know that he's around, some people they're gonna be in trouble. Because he is not supposed to be close to anybody because of that illness, that mental problem. It's not that he's a bad child. It's not that he is not somebody, but he got work to do. He need help. And instead of you taking that child everywhere to make a more problem, how about take him to a psychiatrist or give him help? So that's the problem that Sudanese doing that a lot. And a lot of people got hurt because of that. The girl that I was helping her a long time ago, the one I'm talking about, when I brought her here, my kid is scared because they're thinking because parents tell me, oh, she's a bad kid. She's basically crazy. I know she sleep with Grace in the room and Grace is scared to death. But in the end of the time, all that is opposite. All that the parents tell me, and it's opposite. The girl get hurt by uncle for a long time since she was years old, and she just needs somebody to listen to. She needs somebody to listen to, and the parent wouldn't listen to her. And she doesn't know where to go. So she was running from the street to street and she don't even know what to do. So when I brought her here, that girl sleep for 2 days. So when I asked her, I said, why are you sleeping too much like that? She said that's the first time that she sleep getting a problem. But because when you're in the street, you don't have peace to sleep. You're scared something is gonna happen to you. So she slept for 2 days. But she is the lovely girl. She just went through a lot and she wants somebody to listen. That girl graduated from high school. I have to drive from school to school. I used to take my kid to 4 different schools. I take my son to Taylor, it's 20 minutes away, and I drop her. She's farther than Taylor. And then I had to come back and take my kid to Meridian. That's the way I used to do it every day. But I'm so glad she graduated and she's supposed to go to college here. But the parents like, oh no, she gotta come home for we're gonna go to Africa. Da, da, da." I don't know what happened. She come with a different story, and I had to take her back to her family. And until today, I don't think so. She's jumping from here to here because when it's stuff like that happen, sometimes you were not gonna be lucky enough to have a good relationship in your life. It will be difficult because you will think like all the men is the same, and maybe the same man is gonna hurt you like the other one hurt you. She put it in the way, and that can mess up your relationship. And other thing is the father. If you're not showing your child or your daughters what to look for in relationship, how are they supposed to know? Because the parents, if you're dad, you always the girls always love you. You're supposed to be close to your daughter. You're supposed to tell your daughter how to be treated. You're supposed to tell your daughter what to look for in the man. But our Sudanese parents they don't do that. So our children is lacking that. That's the reason why sometimes they're failing in relationship. And I hope we change our way. And the mom too. You have to be close to your daughter so you will know when your daughter is going through a lot, when to advise her, when to leave her alone. You will know everything about your child basically. So I'm gonna give the microphone to Grace. I think I talk too much.
But overall, it's really important to fill your village with people who are productive in this world because it cuts down that productivity. Being a productive person is really important in this world. Not only just being a productive person, being a nice person, nice to treat others how you want to be treated, and surround yourself with people who are constantly wanting to grow in knowledge and grow in
Yeah.
general. If you have a friend that doesn't have anything good going for them, be that encouragement in their lives. Sometimes other people need encouragement, and you don't have to cut them off. Maybe you encourage them to be better and do
Yeah.
better. But it's really whenever they don't really take your advice and you feel like you're talking to a brick wall. Right? I'm so
You know,
sorry, but all I have to do now is just pray for you.
yeah,
And
yeah,
that's it.
yeah. Some people you talk to them and you're feeling like you're talking to not the person but something else because he got this build the wall all the way up. To break it down, it's gonna take maybe years, maybe never happen. You can always try your best. And if there is somebody like that in the family, the parents they should sit down by themselves and bring that person and let him sit down. Ask that person question. What do you think we should do? It can make you feel better. Ask that question. And if they tell you whatever that thing that he needed to be done or it should be done, so you gotta ask question. If we do that, you think 1 year from now your life is gonna be changed for the better? Because when somebody's going through a lot, you can change him in 5 minutes. You can change him in a year. You can change him. It's gonna take a process. It is a process. So sometimes you ask question like that, and that person will tell you like, I think if I get this, I will be this. If I get this, I will get this. In the process, you don't quit revisiting because he might tell you he wanted something, but in his brain is doing something opposite. So you're not gonna get the result that you need. It can happen worse or it can never happen. You have to be close. For example, pop up with him or her knowing that you're gonna be there with that season. Invite him over or her over. From the reaction, you will know that person really doing good. Sometimes you have to trick if he's drinking alcohol, bring the alcohol to him and if he gonna take it or not. It's stuff like that. So you just make sure that he is gonna get better. If he's still doing it, say, hey, we talk about this. How about you slow in this? Don't do it because you can't quit anything in one time. You have to do it little at the time. And we have to understand everything in the life is a process. The good one is a process, the bad one is a process. In the end of the day, our parents or our husband, sometimes they feel like they don't wanna feel guilty to tell the kid that they fail in something. They don't know that whatever they did is affecting the child in different way. Even though they know that they're wrong sometimes, they do not want to come and bend down and say, you know what, I am wrong all the way along. I am so sorry, but we can start over. What do you need me to do to be a better father, to be a better friend? You guys can talk it out. He doesn't trust you anymore because sometimes, like your child asks you for something I don't have, and if I have, I'm gonna give you that, and it never happened. That is not gonna let your child to trust you with anything. It's gonna be difficult. What your child learn from you? You learn all this negativity that you do it around and surround him or her, and it's gonna carry that away, long way. He might pass it to another generation. And everybody in this life, they want to broke the generation curse that the other people left it over. You always want to break it, right? But we have our African parents that were like, we trace to school when we're in Africa. We don't eat this when we're in Africa. We don't do this when you're not in Africa, okay? I am in America and I am American child, and you're not gonna compare your way in Africa and you need to do that here. It's not going to work. It doesn't matter what you do, it's not going to work. You're just gonna mess up the child more, and maybe you're creating a monster sometime because you are very harsh, you are not understandable, you thinking like everything is about you. You are the only one right. Everybody else they have to listen and obey you, even you know that you're wrong. You destroy that person for real. And I hope we're gonna change to build a better relationship with your children, so that if there is something wrong like that, you will know immediately. You will know by talking to them, by see the movement. By sometimes some kids they cannot even want to express themselves, especially boys. They will just keep it to themselves, and it's up to the parents to reach out. Be a humble one and not say, oh, he's a child. He's supposed to tell me what to do. He's supposed to tell me what he got. He's supposed to tell me he's mad. No. Sometimes you don't feel like talking to somebody. And when you're angry, but if you feel that I am not okay, you come to your child. What is happening? What is wrong? What do you think I should do to make it better? What we can do together to fix this? This is the thing that the child want to hear. Not all that is stuff. You guys not listening, kid. Okay, we're not a good kid. Okay, but who brought us here? Who raised us? It's not the same, you guys. It's the same. You guys raise us up, and whatever we're doing, we see it from you. Or if it's not from you, from outside, because you don't give us a listening ear. So what else? I'm gonna listen to somebody out there that I will feel like at least somebody listen to me, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
at least somebody understand what I'm coming from. If you're a mom, you better start crying. If you're a dad, you better start questioning your parenting, and you better start doing and talking. So
Yes, I think today was a great segment. I feel like we gave you a bunch of things to look out for in friendships and relationships in general, things that are green flags and red flags. I hope you look out for those because, like I said in the beginning, you are who you hang around with, and that you're building a village with the people that you bring into your circle, and that's going to be your family, and you have to protect your family.
I want to say one thing. Your family is your family. If you have a good family, it doesn't matter what happened to you, they're never going to leave you behind. In a crisis, they're always going to be there. Even though it's tough, they're always going to be there for you. Family is everything. You can be mad at your friend or your family member, but your mom and your dad, they're never going to reject you. They should be there for you, basically. I know there is a lot of people, they say got rejected by their family. They got chased out. South Sudanese. In Facebook, I see them a lot. And that's sad because the family, your mom and your dad, that's supposed to be the last people that they can reject you. The only thing they can reject you, if you're a danger person, I will give you up to a place that they can get help. Yeah, basically, I'm not gonna keep you with me because you can hurt yourself or hurt somebody. But if you're not violent or doing something that is really bad or using drugs, because if you're using drugs and you're in the house, you can affect the other children. So I will get you a place to get help. I'm not gonna keep you just to carry you like that because you can affect the other kid that surround you, and guess what? You will finish all the family just like that. So we have to stop pretending like nothing happened to us. We have to look for signs if there is anything going wrong to our children or even the parents. Sometimes parents need you guys when you're grown up because they have to talk to them seriously. You like us. Sometimes I call my kids, the grown up one, and we put everything in the table, right? And we will bring all the issue, the bad one and the good one, and we will talk it out. So that's the good way to go. So we're done for today. Follow us for more. Subscribe or follow. Please send this to your family member. So just you guys, this videos is not just for you guys to watch. I need you to take something out of it.